This week I received an email from Tim, and he wanted to know, should he exercise when he has a low-grade fever? And the answer is absolutely yes, with a caveat. If you have followed me for any period of time, you know I'm a big fan of the Garmin heart rate monitor and the Garmin dashboard. When you're training with a heart rate monitor, you should know what your max heart rate is for the form of training and racing that you do. If you're taking your max heart rate and you're taking your 4-week resting heart rate average and you're plugging it into our heart rate spreadsheet, you can find the heart rate spreadsheet in the description box below. It's a resource that I would encourage you to download and use as often as possible. When you're looking at your max heart rate, subtracting your 4-week resting heart rate average, and you plug that into our spreadsheet, you're going to have heart rate zones 1 through 5. When you have a low-grade fever and you know that you're training with such accurate heart rate numbers, you're essentially putting a glass ceiling on the top number. Think about when someone says you broke your fever, what happens? During the night, your core body temperature elevates to the point that you wake up with the sheet soaking wet because your body increased its core body temperature to the point that it literally cooks the virus. Now think about this. If you're someone that's wanting to shorten the life of a virus, nobody ever feels good under the influence of one, because when you become sick, instead of the cell membrane being round, it actually has more of a jagged surface area around it. That's why you have that achy feeling when you're under the weather. Now you come back to, why would we want to exercise? Because we can actively heat up the core body temperature and kill the virus prematurely. But the number one concern that you have is making sure that you don't go from making the exercise high enough to kill the virus, but not so high that it becomes additionally fatiguing on the body. That's where training with a heart rate monitor, amongst all the multitude of benefits, this is one that's kind of a hidden little gem, because none of us want to get sick. Hopefully you're eating and sleeping enough to support the immune system, but sometimes the virus does win. You want to get out and you want to shorten the life of the virus, do low intensity, heart rate zone 2 and below, artificially cook the virus, feed yourself, hydrate, and give yourself plenty of rest, and you will definitely shorten the life of the virus. Unfortunately, if you go too hard, you could actually make the virus last longer in the system because you weakened an already weakened system by adding too much stress through the form of exercise. Great question that came in here. I hope we're able to shorten the life of your virus as well as what we were able to do here. Great question as always. If you happen to come up with one, please feel free to send it to us. contact@coachrob.com. We're answering here on YouTube every single morning. We're putting out a new video answering your questions, clarifying frustrations. We'd love to be able to answer yours. Want to say thank you for watching this video today, and we certainly hope to see you again tomorrow.